Welcome back. There's a ledge unlike you would find elsewhere, so I'm going to skate it and talk about things skateboarders hate. While I skate this perfect ledge right here and here and here, one thing that skateboarders disapprove is mongo pushing. It's different in the context of switch mongo, whereas that's widely accepted and encouraged, to be honest. Like, it looks great if you're doing it appropriately, you know? Like, based on your skating technique, you earn that switch mongo push. The standard pushing technique, that's just more efficient and fast. So you should try the standard method because it will make you a stronger skateboarder. Let's warm up with grind tricks first. The first thing I'll talk about is the obvious, security and police, because it's deterring from our goal. The objective is to accomplish a trick down the stair set, the handrail. Our goal in the urban landscape, that's just how skateboarding is and was designed. It's tough when we want to complete our objective and someone's telling you not to do it. Not to mention we're falling and hurting ourselves in the process, and then someone's also telling you it's not going to work out. Not only that, we're also getting frustrated with our skateboard if it's not doing its job, landing the trick quicker than it should, you know? There was more tricks I wanted to do on this, so I'm back. Just going to do some blunt slides before I change to the final ledge right there. Another thing would be BMX on granite ledges, just because we cherish the granite ledges as skateboarders and our trucks grind on it with less friction than a BMX peg would be landing on the edge of that surface. So dings do happen with BMX pegs, and it's not good for the spots skateboarders because then we're going to catch our truck into that dent, which is not as efficient for skating. I know many talented BMX riders, and I'm also inspired by it. So I like the activity of BMX, but I just dislike the peg on the marble. I get this one a lot, that electric skateboards or scooters would be a benefit to us as skateboarders. Usually it's coming from someone who just doesn't have the education of how much invested we are into this one concept, that we take a lot of pride in it, and when we see something that is kind of out of line with that, it's kind of hurts us a bit, you know, because electric is not what our goal is at all. Electric isn't what we intend for, and it also limits our ability to what we're capable of doing and progressing and growing with, whereas the electric format keeps us in such a stable zone that we can't necessarily freestyle those tools. Like we're not going to wheelie on the scooter down the street or like skid that scooter to a stop. Nothing like that, you know. So or the longboard especially, we're not going to be turning or hitting curbs as much. It would also damage the motor, so not ideal. I want to skate this rail. I wax it a lot, but it's better than none, right? more reason children at the skate park, when they don't have the proper etiquette for being at the skate park, it creates a danger to us and them, because we're at such force. The skill level is much higher than what they're introduced to at the skateboard park, so it becomes conflict, and it's frustrating when a parent won't understand that fact and create a safe environment for them to progress ultimately. Understood, that's just how we perceive it. One thing I dislike is hunting down the iPhone filmer. It's not necessarily hunting down the iPhone filmer, it's just getting your friend to film you on the iPhone. It bothers me because I'm just taking up their time, and also I would rather be skating if I were them. So when I have an iPhone filmer, I actually get anxious because of their time is so important. Skate the rail, the flat bar behind me. I was just sitting here next to this friend I met, and it ended up being the tripod here is perfect. You could see it in the best angle I've filmed at this park, to be honest. Do you hear that? Yes, you do. I haven't tried it. I waxed it really a lot though. Haha, we're up here. If there weren't already enough reasons, I have more to explain. This is a key one that irritates us often, and it is usually a civilian who's trying to step in and stop us from skateboarding, even though they don't have the authority to do so. We really are trying to accomplish something, and there's someone over here with no purpose in being here or even doing so. The obstruction from completing this task. You gotta get up there like more. Maybe I should wax this too. The things that really bother us is rough ground, cracks before jumping down sets. If the ground is not good for rolling, it's really annoying. We can't skate as easily. There's nothing wrong with Canada, it's just it's cold a lot of the times. And we jokingly talk about it's not the best place. Probably because there's snow on the ground. We don't have any problem with this person. We're just amused when someone always says that they used to skateboard. When we're at the spot, they're looking to connect with us by saying that they used to skateboard, which doesn't help the case. Ultimately, their fascination is there, but the commitment wasn't met or pursued, so that's the result. So it's definitely amusing for us, and we like those people. Okay, we're skating this curb, pretty much. One thing I don't like, which I notice very well and I definitely acknowledge, and I'm feeling it right now, is the sun, which I need to get water right now because I haven't drank it yet since I've gotten here and filmed my skating. I don't bring water to the sesh most of the time. I'm just cheap and I don't want to buy a 2L. It's also a giant weight when you're carrying it around. So I already have enough gear to carry around. One thing you could say would be like suburbia skate parks, the ones that are really populated with more children. Parents facilitate their kids' development at the skate park at such an early age that their development hasn't yet begun to flow. It can create an issue. That's why suburbia skate parks aren't the greatest. I talked about this in my dirty laundry video, but it's just wearing clothing you don't like. It messes up your psychology and skating. It makes you feel odd. You're not going to be skating as well if you wear those clothes. So I tend to rewear clothes because I want to have a crispy outfit. It's funny because you tend to want to buy new products for an upgrade or a new performing higher tech grade. The skateboard is not one of them. People do not want new skateboards. Skateboarders themselves don't want new skateboards. They want them. They would like to receive product to skateboard, but the actual act of riding brand new gear is not good. You got to break it in. So that's what we don't like. You don't skate the same when you have brand new stuff. So those things are tough. And I'm going to complete it on those topics. Oh my goodness. Alex is here. This is a good day. Those are my complete list of ideas and things skateboarders dislike. Thanks. Wave, Alex.